Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the National Guard Products number 36 VA. This is a U-shaped aluminum door bottom that features a finned insert. Okay, the 36 and the part number with the V conspires to mean that it is a equal leg U-shaped door bottom, okay, with a finned insert. Now, just to qualify that, there's a link below this video to a document called Product Brochure, and if you can load that up, you'll see how nuanced the part numbers are. But you'll see the 36 VA, and let's compare it to the 36 EV. They're both 36, they're both V. One is an E in that space, and the difference being that the EVE model has an unequal leg. So the 36 VA, or the 36 V, is an equal leg. It will have holes on both sides, and you can see how they are staggered, and that's common and typical. You wouldn't want the screws running into each other, so staggering them is normally how this is done. Now the A means clear anodized aluminum finish, and if you were to change the A to DKB, you'll get the same item in a dark bronze anodized finish. Okay. Now the 36V is representative also of the dimensional properties, which can be viewed from the image below this video, showing you that the dimension on the leg itself is 1 inch, that it's for an 1 3/4 thick door only, and that the important dimension from the inside of the channel to the bottom of the finned insert is 1/2 inch. That's crucial. That's the most important aspect, really, especially if you have an existing door and you need to be sure that this will fit in the existing installation in terms of your undercut. So if your undercut was 7/16, maybe 1/2 inch, maybe a little longer, like 9/16, you ought to be able to make this finned version work. Now, looking at that product brochure, you will see different aluminum extrusions that feature this finned door insert. There is also a model that features a smooth insert, and that's the 6 VA. It will give you the same concept, just with a smooth vinyl bubble. And indeed, the V in the part number stands for vinyl. I like the finned insert. I like it because it will give you multiple barriers from intrusion from the exterior, depending on how exactly the finned door bottom insert will interact with the sill condition, exactly how it's placed on the door, etc. Okay. Now, this is going to be used on residential applications, would be very common for this. Commercial applications can also use this item as well. Again, you just have to make sure that the undercut you're working with will be compatible with what you're dealing with. So if typical hollow metal door and frame, you might use this, which you can. I would prefer using this with an integrated drip cap, by the way, which would be a 319 VA, and then a 1/4 inch rise threshold. That combination should work out very well for you. Now, available in several different lengths on the website. Everything from basically 2 foot to 8 foot is certainly available, and you can order this in any length that you like, including longer than 8 foot. We don't list lengths longer than 8 foot because of the cost to ship that material longer than 8 foot becomes prohibitive, so we simply don't list it. If you have need for lengths longer than 8 foot, reach out to us, and we will be happy to help you quote longer lengths. Now, if you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces and indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to cut the material back to. Now, the reasoning is this. If you had to take this 36-inch piece and say cut it down to 32-inch, you're going to eliminate that first slotted hole for sure, and you'll get somewhat close to the one on the inside, or the other side, I should say. If you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces and simply indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to cut the material back to. The reasoning is it's going to save you the trouble of A, not only cutting it, but B, having to drill a new hole. And drilling a slotted hole naturally is difficult. And speaking of holes, screws are included in a complementary finish. Therefore, by all means, if you have need to order a custom length, we'll be happy to supply that for you and save you the trouble again of having to cut it and then drill that hole, because that slotted hole is nice to have from the factory because it will allow you to tailor this onto the bottom of your door to compensate for perhaps a sill that's not level or maybe a door that's not plumb. It might help compensate for a misdrilled hole. When you're pre-drilling the holes for the screws that are included, you might misdrill that hole a little bit because that drill bit has a tendency to walk a little bit prior to piercing through the steel or wood or fiberglass or aluminum or stainless or brass, bronze doors, is certainly if you've not used a center punch. So the slotted hole helps compensate for all of those conditions, really. And ordering a custom length saves you all that work. The point is this: if you have a 3-foot metal door, the net door width is probably not 36 inch. 35 3/4 might suit you just better. My suggestion, order it that size. Save yourself the trouble of having to cut it. However, if it's a wood door, a residential wood door, the door might actually measure a full 36 inch. That would be very common as well. Finally, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the National Guard products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, along with a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the National Guard part number 36VA, clear anodized aluminum finned vinyl insert U-shaped door bottom, or any other National Guard product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.